Good morning and welcome to Friday Live and Mail Call. All right. And like every week, we are live from. And I can tell you, all right, you would have thought we were back in the Dust Bowl ages this week, particularly last Friday. After Friday Live, the wind started kicking up, and we got up to, I think, gusts in excess of 70 miles an hour, sustained winds over 40. I've got a coating of dirt, not dust, dirt, mind you, on everything on the back patio. The sky was brown from all the dirt. I think most of the Texas Panhandle had blown into Oklahoma City. All right. And of course, as you may have seen from the cover pictures, I lost a few shingles on the shed. No big loss. The roof on the house was fine. It's a new roof. And I lost a good portion of my fence. So I have been working diligently on the fence, and I've got my tools out. And there's the chop saw, the table saws over there as well. And so, anywho, and so that's my project. I have new posts set. You saw that in the pictures. And I'm getting ready to start on there's 3 gates is basically a double gate and then a single man door. So the double gate's 2 4.5 foot sections. That way I can get trailers and such back there. But then again, I'm not the only person who's had some windy weather. I saw where JD has had some wind down south of us. And further east up on the plateau.
Good morning, everyone. Yes. Yeah, I've lost a
Shingles.
few more shingles. Yeah. Uh, Unfortunately, I can't get on my roof because it's too steep and I'm afraid of heights. And it's 3 times the height of my old roof in Florida, which I got on all the time. But this one's almost like a 42-degree angle. And yeah, I don't, that boy that's
Get
afraid
off
of
that one.
heights doesn't get up there too well.
You're
So
gonna
I
have to
got a
have
friend
some
that's
roof work done.
yeah, I need to. A friend of mine's going to come over. I've got still got some shingles that can be put up there, and at least the tar paper's in good condition, and no leaks yet. So yeah, hopefully he can get over today or tomorrow and help me fix my roof. But
Ah.
and I'm gonna apologize right now. My wife just brought me my McGriddle from McDonald's, and I got to eat.
Go ahead and eat.
So, yeah, I'm gonna mute myself so he can't hear me eating.
All right. All right. Well, we've got our other sidekick out on the West Coast. And of course, we have his theme available as well.
Hey, good morning.
Hello, Lynn.
You know what? I'm really glad you brought the volume down on that. That's okay. By the way, wearing one of my T-shirts here, McCurdy Railroad
Oh, cool.
Did digging through the closet looking for something. I'm signaling my neighbor when he goes to work. I flash a light and he waves and honks a horn. I had shingles once. They're no fun. I'm just glad to get rid of them. And I don't get up on my roof. It's not that I'm afraid of heights. I'm afraid of falling. That ground comes up really fast. We have cement shingles. I need to sign off. You guys know why I'm getting phone calls I have to take. So put me down in the basement.
Take care. You bet. We'll put you down in the basement. You want it in the basement or sign off? I don't know, so we'll just put him in the basement. There we go. So he's still with us, but he's down in the basement. Yeah, Lynn, I didn't have a chance to ask him while he was still on, but he finally had routers, modems, everything, computers, everything redone, and sounds and looks good now. So it's real good. Now I still may freeze because I'm still working off the cell phone. I've been too busy with the fence and so forth this week to do much of anything else. And so I don't know if John's frozen. A little jerky, but he's there.
Yeah, I don't.
There he is.
I don't know what's going on. I was good.
You were good. Now you're not.
Okay, let me go off and come back on again. I'll go into my settings.
Okay. Good enough. We'll bring it back up when it is time. You're kind of like me. See, I'm frozen now. Now I'm back. So
Yeah.
while you're doing that, what I will do is I will go through the roll call. Hot dog pilot Andy was first. He was here almost an hour early. So welcome, Andy. Randall Ellison popped in, but he had to leave. He's off to head back to Thayer from Drace, wherever Drace is. So hopefully he stays safe. JD, my brother from across the Red River, and part of the, I guess he and I could have a Red River rivalry, right? Like Texas and OU. So he is with us as well. Joe Rader signed in right at 10:30, so he was on time. Way to go, Joe. Tammy and Ray are with us this morning.
And
Rayron is with us and had a post alluding to Lynn's situation. The mother of his children passed away, his ex-wife, who he was still very close to. So, not his wife, but a previous wife. So that's what he's dealing with this morning. I'm surprised he's even. Yes, I know my picture's freezing, people. Anthony Dodge is with us this morning. Dave from DES Media Productions is with us. Hey, Dave. He is the troublemaker number 2, which is so unlike Dave, who never talks or rarely talks. I won't say never, but got blamed for a conversation that he wasn't even talking about. So anyway, that was over on back. Was it back on track on Saturday mornings a month ago? So still laughing about that. You know, somebody brings up that my rosin, liquid rosin thing looks like beer. Oh, it was Claude. fun. And so then we get talking about beer and bourbon. And next thing I know, there's some guy, reporting us to YouTube. And what? He said, yeah, uh, uh, Steve Childers and DES Media Productions are troublemakers. And Dave didn't do anything. But I will forever refer to him as troublemaker number 2. All right. Who else is joining us? Anyone else join us? Scrolling. I'm scrolling. I'm still scrolling. Nope. That's it.
I have no idea why my camera's freezing. It was working fine before the live stream started.
Yes, stuff happens.
Yeah.
I don't know why it does it.
Yeah, I checked my
it may have something to do with connecting up with YouTube, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know. But anyway,
yeah.
Yeah, I hope everything's going okay with Lynn. He did state that they had been friends even though they were divorced, and that's good. The best thing I can say is I hope she's without pain anymore, and it's rough. When I lost my wife, I know how rough it was, and yes, we were still friends too. But it
hopefully,
when you have children with somebody, and it's good that you can still be friends if you can't stay together. But it still hurts. I'm sure of that. Sure of that. But yeah.
I tried
I'll be
to run.
thinking about you, Lynn.
Yeah, I tried to run my trains day before yesterday. It was a non-starter due to all the dust and dirt and everything. I got some serious cleaning to do on the layout. So.
Yeah, I've got some serious thought patterns about keeping my gray cat off my railway because he keeps getting up there and breaking things.
I could solve that problem, but you wouldn't like the way I do it.
Yeah, well, we're getting rid of one of the kitties, but we're still looking for a good home. Do you need a cat there?
No. My daughter runs a rescue in Clarksville, Tennessee, a cat rescue. And at any given time, she's got 30 cats or more.
Well, good. I'll be going that way next Friday, so I'll just drop this cat off to her. It's already been fixed. Yeah.
The Rust in the Bucket has joined us, and Jason says I look cold. I'm actually not cold, Jason. It's just windy out, and you get a little bit of a chill in the air just due to the wind. But temperature-wise, it's 55. So, which isn't that.
And see, my train room's in the house, Jason, not out in the garage. So
yeah, and yeah. I've got the garage door open because I'm working on my fence. So
you have to have the garage door open to work on your fence.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
When you got a chop saw and a table saw set up in here, yeah, you need the door open.
Okay. I move my stuff where I'm working.
Ray was so proud of finishing the big boy. I am so glad, Tammy, that he enjoyed that build. So.
I have not seen that one yet, so I'm gonna have to watch that one.
Yeah,
and for those who don't know, I'm using a special cup today drinking my coffee. It's the Incline Railway cup from Lookout Mountain, and that's because it had a fire a few days ago and has disabled the track. I haven't seen how much of the track and trestle was destroyed, but they had a landslide that started a fire that burned up some of the track. So there's hopefully going to be repairing that. This is a short railroad that goes up from the base of Lookout Mountain up to the top of Lookout Mountain. And I think sections of it are 42 degrees, if I'm not mistaken. Um, I'd have to look that back up, but it's very steep. Let's put it that way. It is cable drawn up the mountain. So yeah, they're probably going to have to replace that cable if the um, trestle underneath of it burned. It would have compromised the steel. So yeah, that was something to hear. It's been there. Oh, I think they said it was originally installed in 1923, I believe. So it's over 100 years old. Um,
Yeah, I think I know there's an incline railway at Pikes Peak too, and I
okay.
think there's one in downtown LA. So the Angels
Mm,
something or another, I forget what it is.
mm. And
Wasn't there a
that is
fire
one.
a few years ago in Colorado or New Mexico or whatever for the Durango? There's Durango and Silverton, and then there's another one, and I don't remember which was which that they lost their
Well,
roundabout.
there's a bunch of scenic railways in Colorado. You got the Cumbres
Yeah.
and Toltec that goes along the southern border between Colorado and New Mexico. You got Durango and Silverton. And then there's at least two others that I know of. I don't know the names of them, though.
There was one that had a fire and they lost a lot of equipment and everything, and they slowly restored it. They got everything going. Yep,
That's the Cumbres and Toltec.
The logo.
Mm-hmm.
Jason is with us. He will, I
Hey.
assume, join us when he's on lunch.
And should have Freak Junior with him.
I don't know if he is. He sent me a message today that Junior stayed home today, so I don't know what.
Oh wow!
Well, I don't know exactly what that.
Yeah,
He'll be joining us in about 15 minutes, and he has an unboxing to share with us too. No JR today.
JR. Gee. Yeah, I even have it's out of the box already, but I have some things to share today.
Good. Well, Dwight Curley has joined us as well. I missed Dwight. I saw him come in, but you guys were talking. I didn't want to interrupt you. So Dwight has joined us. Yay. I have been working on the stuff that Lynn sent last week. I got one of them is tore down like that, and this one has been torn down and rebuilt already. I'm still working on the dummy, but I really haven't accomplished much due to.
The dummy is Lynn or me?
I'm a dummy.
Take your pick. Serve it up out of the park.
Yeah.
But anyway, I haven't done much this week, just simply because I had to tear apart what was left of the fence. I had to cut up and pull posts out, and because I wasn't going to use the old posts, I set new galvanized steel posts. And the concrete, it takes time for the concrete to set up right before you start yanking on them. So today I'm actually starting to put the rails and pickets on, and it's basically 3 gates, 2 4.5-foot gates, so that I have a vehicle entrance to the back, and then 1 man gate that's about 3.5 feet wide. So
Yeah.
I'll get those substantially completed today.
Yeah, I worked on my front porch at the beginning of the week and got the majority, all but one board of the decking done, and much more stable now. You just can't span 16 feet with a 2x8 and think that it's going to hold up in the center. So added some internal midway bracing, and boy, it's sturdy now.
Michael McCarville has joined us with a reminder to hit the thumbs up. That is appreciated. And the Michael McCarville Day is quickly approaching us. So, and Michael knows what I'm talking about. I'll have to do something special for that. And anyway. Oh, okay. Randall's made it to Truman, Arkansas for his break. Welcome, Randall. I mentioned you earlier that you were traveling. So, guys, what do you got? I don't have anything this week. Everything I bought has been towards the fence. Well, when the fence came down, my blind dog, Penny, got out. So I got home, couldn't find her. And she had fallen into a concrete drainage ditch.
Oh, no.
Down the block. And but it didn't rain, so she was scared but fine. I saw her as I was driving by, and she heard the car, heard me yelling, but she was just tickled to death. Then I had to get her out. That was
poor Penny.
Fun. Yeah, poor Penny girl. My daughter, who lives here in town, got her a new pup this week, last Friday, actually. And so we watch. Jet is his name, and he's a mutt. He's black, all black, cute as can be, playful as hell. He's 11 months old, and he and Penny are just best buds and have a field day. So
that's good.
Yeah, and he's mastered the doggy door, so he's in and out all the time. So, anyway, with that, guys, what you guys get this week?
Well, I got a box from out west.
Oh! Surprise!
Yeah, we all know about, but in the box, it wasn't as good as the box that Steve got, but in the box, I did get a sticker for the High Desert Modular Model Railroad Club, and it's already posted up on my fascia board here. And,
but did you get a 20-year pin?
I did. I got a 20-year pin.
Here, I thought I was the special one, Lynn.
You got one of those too.
Hey, look, Lynn's giving them to his cable repair guys, so we're not special. Yeah, and then I also got one of their business cards. Very pretty, by the way.
That's a sticker also, by the way.
Oh, that is a sticker?
Those are the fancy ones.
Okay. Yeah, it's nice and shiny. And in the box, which I knew what I was getting, Lynn found some CNEI cars at the last train show he went to. This
Yep.
one, Lynn, I've already replaced the road wheels with metal road wheels. It did have KD couplers in it already, so I didn't have to change them. Um, and nice coal hopper. This one is, I believe, is a Bowser kit. Just because I've got about 8 of these Bowser kits, so I was pretty sure it was a Bowser. I can't find any markings on it, but this one did not have KD couplers on it, so I've installed KD couplers and metal road wheels. Um, and it's number 86433, which is the same as the second one that I got of it, which is okay. I can change the road numbers. But again, I had to replace the couplers on it and install metal road wheels.
I'm sorry.
Um, oh,
I
that's
could have sent
okay.
you couplers and wheels, but
Oh, no,
they
hey.
they didn't come until today or
Oh,
this week. I mean,
yeah, I've got to order me probably 2 boxes of 100 because I still got tons of them to do. Another
I
one
mean
you sent
it's like
me.
a Christmas gift without batteries. I mean, it's not nice.
Yeah,
Yeah, that was a nice one.
was a CNEI double box door boxcar, which, yeah, I probably have 20 of these, and they're all the same number too. So I have to do the modification on the numbers on that, which is fine.
Scratch right
I
under
can
them.
do that. Yeah, but very nice. And this one, Lynn, I only had to replace the road wheels with metal road wheels.
Good.
And lastly was a Wabash double door box car. It did come with KD couplers, but it had plastic road wheels, which now I have replaced with metal road wheels. So that actually finished out my box of 100 road wheels. So right now I can't work on anything because I don't have any more road wheels. So, but
It's
that's the
kind of
way it
funny.
goes.
At the train show, walking around and see what there was after we got set up and running and all like that. And one of the first sales table, and it was kind of a nice display. It was a box tilted up on edge, had little foam strips, and here was all those cards. I think there was one more, but by the time I got the message from you and I went back, that was all that was there. But I
Hey,
explained to the guy what was going on with them and where they were going, and he was like, "Cool, let me wrap them up for you." All
very
right.
nice. I appreciate it, Lynn.
That was just like out of the blue. There they were. It was like this was meant to be for John. Yeah.
So it's like Steve had one. I think it was in Oklahoma City that he showed me a picture, and there's like 2 tables. Both had a bunch of CNEI cars on it.
Yeah.
2 tables
Yep.
full.
Did he buy them
And
all up?
no, he didn't.
Oh, how sad.
When I go to a train store show and I see QB and C or CB and Q, sorry about that, Steve. I usually buy them for him and send them to him. But he didn't do that for me.
It's because I don't know what numbers you have.
It doesn't matter. I renumber them all because it's like, okay, this gondola, if my screen, it's 82005. Okay, I have about 30 of these now, maybe 35 of them. 75 to 80% are 82005. So I have to change the numbers. And that's where I printed out on the white back decal paper and the black box around it so I could have the white numbers because I wasn't about to try to replace every single number or at least 3 numbers on each of decals. So I just did like a a blackout of they had to repaint the number, so they had to black it out, and then they put new numbers on it. I wasn't about to do that because these cars and Lynn, the price on this was correct, $5. That's what they always go
Every
for.
one of them was $5. Yep.
Yeah,
I
and
figure for $5 in KD couplers, you could not go wrong. That was
that
Right.
is true. Yeah, and so wow, I forgot where I was at. But well, I'm here at my house. But I mean, I forgot what I was talking about.
I've
It
got a
was
question
easy.
I've got
Your
a
house
question
is
for
Tennessee.
everybody in chat.
Okay.
I explained to these two guys up here before we came on live. Steve is every once in a while freezing up. John, I see every once in a while is freezing up. Am I also freezing up or not?
No.
No.
Because I can't tell. Because in the past it looked like I was fine. I look at the replay and I'm like,
Yeah, the last few weeks you've been terrible, and today you were excellent. So
we have new modems, new routers, an amplifier, and it is right down here behind the curtain, right there. 2 visits from the cable people. Computer into the shop with all new software and receiver. And this is the last 2 mornings of finally where I could log on in the morning and not watch the Circle of Death for 5-10 minutes. So I'm just curious. I see Andy says no freeze. So
nope.
maybe they got it fixed. Yes,
Yep,
maybe.
I think they do.
That would be nice. It's been a couple of weeks of frustration. But, tried to do a interview with Ron from Classic Model Trains. He's working on a model that went to the floor years ago to concrete. Did a little damage. Drive wheel does this, and he's been having trouble getting parts for it. And we were going to do an interview to splice in with the repair on the locomotive about the history of it. And I got a whole page of notes and everything. We were all ready. And he says the video and the sound was so bad, he says, I can't use it. So we're planning on a later date to do that. So,
Yeah, I think back to the freezing thing. I think Lynn has caused ours to freeze, Steve. I think it's all his fault.
No, mine's the connectivity between the cell phone and my computer. I know what mine is.
Well, mine was working fine before we came on air, so I don't know what's going on.
So is mine, but yeah. Anyway, here nor there. It is
another comment.
Eventually, I'll swap some cameras around, and it'll be a whole lot better. But like I said, I've been a tad bit busy with the new pup and getting the fence worked out. So Jason should be joining us here shortly.
One more word before he gets here, because someone won't be able to say anything. I won't be around next. As far as I know, I won't be around next Friday. I will be on a cruise ship in the harbor of Catalina Island. Catalina is a small island off the coast of California, 26 miles across the sea. That's a song. Santa Catalina is the place for me. Anyways, we will be there. It's a part of a congratulations to our youngest grandson who is graduating high school. Wife will get that. And she did. He also joined the U.S. Army. August, he is going into the Army for 20 years. He signed up as a specialist. He went on training exercises last weekend, came back a little sore and tired, but it's all.
What is his MOS, Lynn?
Beg your pardon?
What is his MOS?
I have no idea what that is or what his is.
What's his special? What's his
What's
specialty?
his specialty?
Weapons specialist.
Weapons specialist. So he's probably
That's
going
what
to
it
be,
is.
yeah, he'll probably be carrying the saw machine gun.
Yeah.
He'll carry the heavier weapons.
He's fascinated with weapons, not necessarily using them, but how they work, the physics of them, all the characteristics. In fact, he got in trouble last year in school. I think it was last year because, like we talk about trains, he was talking about guns, and you don't talk about guns in high school. And one of the kids reported him, and next thing we knew, we had 3 sheriff cars out in front of the house and guys with armor on knocking at our door wanting to search his room. And we're like, and he's out in the car going, uh-oh. Just because he mentioned it.
My question would be, do you have a warrant?
Yeah. Now, we didn't have anything to hide, and they went all through his room and go, good luck, because I've looked in there and it's a mess. But, and Steve, early, they found a couple of empty shells, and they go, what about these? We go, what about it? He found them in the neighborhood. Maybe you should be looking in the neighborhood what's going on. But,
and then, Steve, I won't be here next Friday either.
Oh, boy.
I'll be heading to Kentucky next Friday. So,
all right.
I'll probably try to listen, but I won't be able to get on since I'll be driving.
Yeah, I got a bottle of bourbon again next Friday.
Well,
I'll be on.
Jason will be off.
I'll be on. So it may be a short stream next week, but we'll see. We shall see. Jason's running a little late. So.
He's picking up pizza or something.
Yeah, probably. And
notice he never brings enough for us.
Yeah, but he'll get more pizza this week if Junior's not with him.
Yeah, but he never shares.
No, he didn't share.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, I was taught, in kindergarten, if you're going to eat something, you got to bring enough for the whole class, right?
Right. But more on railroading. I did finally actually clean up. So let me try to get the camera around here. And my computer desk is actually clean. I even cleaned the surface. Ooh. And then over on my paint desk is relatively clean. There's some stuff over there that shouldn't be there, but it looks a lot better. And then back here on my workbench, that's pretty clean. For me, that's very clean.
That's very clean for me.
Yeah. I got I got something done this week. Other than doing a little bit of sweeping up on the layout and trying to repair some of the stuff the cat knocked over and broke. Anybody need a gray cat? I think maybe
a gray cat. I've told my wife about it. I said, John has this cat that if we lived closer and you weren't allergic to cats, we would have a home for it. I mean, that's the great one.
He's actually a very loving cat. He's one that he always wants to get up in my lap while I'm trying to do things, and he's other than getting on my train layout, which I know that he jumps from this white table here up on the top, so I don't know what I can do to stop that. I have to figure out something, but
electric fence might work.
Well, I was thinking about something like adding in a cable to stop him or something. But yeah, I got to get that figured out before I really start doing like working on my 24 stall roundhouse. I don't want him to knock it down while I'm building it because it'll take a while to actually build. Um, so and JD's going to a reunion for his Air Force buddies. Yeah.
Yeah.
Years ago, I had a great big Persian, stupidest animal I've ever had. I mean, the cat was just stupid, but lovable, face all pushed in, because their nose is in the back of their head and all like that. And smelled something burning. And the cat comes walking by like, cats do. And it turned around, and the whole side of the cat, the hair was gone.
Oh, shit.
And the wife had one of those tinted candles, and it had literally rubbed up against the candle and just burned off all the hair on one side of it. And the cat didn't yell or anything, just like, nothing to see here. I'm just walking by, and it was naked on one side.
Oh, man. But,
we thought about maybe getting some chickens or something like that. Wife said no ducks because they poop everywhere.
well, chickens do too.
We travel so much, and we'll be traveling, that we're going to wait another 10 years before we get a pet.
Well, the chickens you can take care of while you're driving because they make like solar chicken coop doors that you can install, so you don't have to be there to close them up at night. And, you can. I got a 6-gallon watering bucket that takes care of them for a couple weeks at least.
You better check on zoning regulations in your town.
Yeah, I don't have any zoning regulations here.
Yeah, not you, but Lynn. Most places inside of city limits forbid barnyard animals.
Yeah, we would have problems. By the way, Heath is here, and Heath is in California.
He's in the
a little
Bay.
north of me, going that direction, about 8 hours away. He's going. It's 9:11. No, this is normal time for me, Heath. It's they do this early in the morning. Not as bad as Crooked Dave, that I got to get up at 5 in the morning to see his show.
Oh, gee.
Well, it starts at 6, but if I got up at 6, I'd miss the first half hour. But our problem, chickens or anything, we have raccoons and possums, and they might want to feed on that.
Speaking of possums, Penny, this morning about 6 a.m., as blind as she is, was able to corner a possum in the backyard. So,
well, they stink pretty bad, so she could probably smell it. Maybe not see it, but smell it.
From what I hear, possums are actually beneficial. They eat bugs, mice, rats, things like that.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
All right.
They look kind of nasty, but they're not really bad.
It's that time.
And I'm riding on the cotton belt railroad line in the pitching, rolling rhythm and noise.
He's got a Frago box. A Frago box. A box of Fragos.
Yes, possums are actually very good.
It says fragile.
Fragile?
Fragile. It must be Italian or something.
It's French. It's parlez-vous.
That's a Christmas Story reference.
Ah.
So I'm not going to take near as long as Lynn does to open a box because his box mentor is Heath. And so I'm going to get this one open quick. Good pocket knife.
And
trying not to cut myself.
Is it going to be as long as Lynn's stories?
No,
absolutely not.
Oh, okay.
So y'all want the story first?
As long as it's not as long as Lynn's stories.
It's actually a fairly quick story in a way. But the frustration that comes with it's a little longer. So this is just a simple. I bought it off of eBay because I got a really good deal on it, and I just want to say, like, I'm not the biggest fan of Rapido for one reason and one reason only.
Yeah.
I don't
One
care.
sound-
Yeah, I
one
don't
sound,
care.
program.
I don't care which manufacturer you are. If you do something in multiple scales, I feel like whatever you do for one scale, you should do for the other scale, and vice versa. So if you make something in HO, you need to offer it in N scale as well, if you do both HO and N. If you make something in N scale, you need to also offer it in HO. Especially if you did offer the same style of car or locomotive, but you didn't offer the same paint schemes. So that would be like John wanting a CNDI GP9. Well, Atlas decides to make it in N scale, but not in HO.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So this is my frustration because Rapido, and two of these are boxed, so it is Rapido.
Mm-hmm.
And then the third one was not in a box, but it looks like they did a really good job wrapping it. Did a very good job on these cars, but for the simple fact that they only made it or made my railroad in N scale and not HO. So where my frustration comes in is not that I just bought these cars, but I'm about to have them custom painted and decaled. When they simply could have just put my railroad's paint scheme in there, and they chose not to. All right, I'm just going to do one of these because all three of them are the same thing except for different road numbers.
Mm-hmm.
So who cares to see a different road number, right?
Well, I always like to see a different road number because I always get the cars that are always the exact same road number as the 10 or 15 others that I have. So when I see a different road number, I'm happy as can be. I wish these companies would issue cars that comes with a decal set that you can do multiple numbered cars.
Accurate.
Acura, okay. I would buy more of them that way.
So if you order,
So what is okay? Hold on one second. Andy asked, "Are they TH and B?" And Lynn says, "James has all my TH and Bs, and I don't know what a TH and B is."
Toronto, Hamilton, and
Buffalo.
Oh, okay. So
it's more of a Canadian. It's like a Canadian American railroad.
Right.
Okay.
So I think Buffalo's the only part that's American.
Because I figured, Keith would use them more than I did. I just kind of liked the logo and the color, literally interesting. And they were just sitting on the shelf right up there. And so I sent them to Heath. And then he said, "Do you mind if I give them to James, Dungus, Railroad, whatever it is?" I said, "Sure." And James ended up, and he's going, "Look, it's got California desert sand on it, or dust." I never even got cleaned. So James has them now.
Okay.
I got Amarillo dust on all of my stuff right now.
So the only person I know that is going to take offense for what I'm about to do
Steve needs offense.
Is Ralph Greenwood, because I know he models this railroad. But these are the three cars I got. So these are Bradley Osgood chair cars. Or Osgood Bradleys, sorry. Cottonbelt had 10 of them in service. They originally came Pullman green, then repainted daylight later. So they only had 10, and then they went to Southern Pacific. I
Say
don't
that's not
know.
Bowman Green.
Well, this one ain't. This one's not, and this is because it's a different railroad. So, unfortunately, this railroad there, if anybody can guess that logo,
Penn Central.
yeah, these are all three are going to be repainted and redecaled. But the nice thing is, they got chairs in them,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't know how well you're going to be able to see inside, but they do have
Light?
light kits
Mm.
as well. So that is the reason I wanted these. Now, these are discontinued off of Walder's website, and I saw the price for the 3 kit, which is what I got, was like $235 for the 3 cars.
Wow.
Before taxes and before shipping, I got them off of eBay for $155.
Ah, not bad. Not bad.
So
So
by the time
how much were
shipping
they?
and taxes were added, it was still less than $200.
Okay.
So,
Mm-hmm.
and it does have a lot of the detail on the bottom too. So they're really, really nice cars.
Yeah,
So
very nice.
check out
I got something you can pull it with.
look at the detail on the steps, the grid.
That is nice. Yes.
So yeah, that's going to be. I've got 2 of these in EMB Valley kits, but they have no interiors, no lights. So I think this is just going to look so much better once I get them painted properly. But
Mm-hmm.
I've only got 2 boxes. I guess one didn't come in a box, so I'm not worried about it. I do keep
Are
the
they
boxes. But
Are they all coaches?
yeah, all 3. Check that out.
Mm.
Oh,
Nice.
it's got the little metal gate on it.
Yeah, on both ends.
That's cool.
So this one's number 2200. I've got 2209. And they put all the packaging in front of this one. It says 2200 on the box. And you take the box up. Well, to me, it really doesn't matter
Well,
what the numbers are, because they're going to be renumbered.
Yeah.
Right.
So I think the numbers are 200 to 209 is the numbers that it would be. I don't know which 3 I'm going to pick. I don't like using consecutive. Oh,
Yeah, it's
so
just,
this one comes with a box but no interior. So that's why he's got this one wrapped.
Okay.
So, but supposedly it was like a hobby shop display item. Supposedly, 2217.
Okay.
So that's the other one. But yeah, all 3 the exact same thing.
yeah, that's like my GP9 that was supposedly a hobby shop display, which I'm starting to think that maybe that's what it was, or it was just a dummy. Because as I told you last week, Jason, nothing had been installed in that one. I mean,
Yeah.
it's clean as a whistle on the inside. So I know the guy was selling like 4 more of them, but yeah, I didn't have the money.
I don't like the fact,
Cool.
so I got them coupled together,
Mm.
but I'm not really a fan that them diaphragms are not touching.
Well,
Short shanks on them.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to have to do.
well, but watch when you do the short shank and going around curves, because the diaphragms will actually lock into each other, and
but
you'll probably
Jason,
have
what's
some
your minimum
derailment.
curve?
My minimum on the main line's 28 inch.
Yeah, you'll have no problem.
I don't know. I've got some diaphragms on some of mine, and I have my curve is 36 inch, and they still lock into each other. I'm actually going to have to lengthen the shafts on those cars, and they were, you know, they were produced that way. So,
Yeah.
Yeah,
Are those the Walders?
Yeah, but those
these are
the
the Walters.
Walters.
Yeah, I see. I
Yeah,
have a
the
set of those.
Walters heavyweights, all right, are supposed to be able to handle 22-inch, but they don't.
Yeah, this one does not.
But I don't know. Is it the steps or is it the diaphragm that's causing the problem?
It's the diaphragms that are catching, and they're not really that far out either.
Yeah, no, it's not just the diaphragms. It's the trucks too. Because I have a set of 15 cars, and I can roll them freely down, a straight part of the track, and they do fine. If I go around like a 32-inch radius, they barely slow down. But if I put them on the 28-inch, they really slow down. So I think it's what you have to do is you got to take that middle wheel or the middle axle on each of the trucks and barely bring it in just a little, because that's where your tension's at, is the trucks. Okay. Now, as far as like the really small radiuses, then Steve is right. It's something about the trucks hitting something else that doesn't allow the truck to fully
It's either the steps or it's the frame under there. I got rid of my Walters old. I got rid of them to somebody who lives in Tennessee.
Yeah, if you go less than 28, you experience derails constantly. And it's not the diaphragms for me.
Yeah, you also have to watch out for the trip pins on the KD couplers. If they get on the wrong side of each other, create an issue.
I got special pliers for those.
Mm-hmm.
I don't cut them off, but I bend them up a little bit.
Yep, hold on, right there, show them in.
And then I cut them off.
I got those.
Actually, those point it this way. Point the tip to the. Yeah, that's him. Yep, that's him.
This side has got a groove in it, and the other one has 3 steps to it.
Yeah. You get those off the Micro Mark?
Probably. I think I've had these.
That's where I got mine.
15 years.
Yeah.
That was after the first pair. My ex, everybody knows what's going on. She tried to use these as pliers.
Yeah.
Rent the daylights out of them.
So,
a happy day.
For those in chat, if you buy KD couplers and you cut the trip pins off, you literally have devalued the cost of the KD couplers, because those trip pins are magnetic, and so that's how their uncoupling works. And if you cut the trip pins off, they're no longer. You can't use magnets, neodymium magnets in your layout to uncouple.
That's if you cut them all the way off.
Yeah.
Right.
All right. I don't cut mine all the way off.
If you wonder how they work, literally you put them on like this.
See how that one's bent up?
And you squeeze.
Yeah.
All right. And then
now that makes it curved up this way.
That makes it, yeah. And if it's like Lynn's, it can create a problem. That's why I come in and simply cut them even with the end of the.
Where can you see it? There you go.
End of the knuckle. All right, like that.
Yeah.
These get
ever since I use what Lynn uses, I've never had a problem. So just curling them up a little bit.
Yeah, mine work pretty good.
I'm a cheap
frozen.
Yeah, I freeze. Yeah, and I freeze occasionally too. It's all Lynn's fault. So
I'm warm. I'm warm.
I'm a cheap bastard.
If you didn't hear Jason, I've got an amplifier, a new modem, a new router, and it's right behind the curtain right here. So no more freezing. Plus, it's going to get up to 80 some degrees today here. So
It's
I really
it's
like.
bright and sunny here.
Same here.
I
We got a
really,
little
I
cloud.
really like. I really like Rapido as a manufacturer.
Oh, I do. Don't get me wrong. I've got lots of their stuff.
I prefer the soundtracks to Coders. All right, the local sound is good. You can't program the damn things without a programmer. So,
Right.
and even if you have that, now you got to switch back and forth between the two. Don't like it. So
You know,
there.
like I said, my argument goes: you made these and the N-scale versions at the exact same time. Why did you not offer the paint schemes in both scales? That's my question.
They probably will eventually
There
on a next run.
maybe, I don't know, but by that time, I ain't going to buy them because I'm going to already have them pre-painted.
Yeah.
Or you'll buy new ones.
Probably, unless they come with something extra.
Yeah.
I don't
guys, we have surpassed our 1 hour.
Yeah, and I got a lot to do right now. So
I've got a fence to build. So with that, hey, I want to thank everybody for joining us here at the Retirement Railroad Friday Live and Mail Call. And on behalf of the I-40 crew, y'all have a great day.
Bye, now.
know. See you, everyone. Take care.